Wake up, wake up, wake up. Up you wake, up you wake, up you wake, up you wake.
This is how it goes, dodging obstacles, trying to make it one day at a time. Time be moving slow if you watch it go, but my God, how the time flies. Trying to make it to Friday, Friday turns Saturday, Saturday, Sunday. Now I'm doing it my way, cause it all starts over Monday. Simon's due.
Yo, what's up, you guys? You already know it's the kid. Can't take the kid out, and I'm back with another episode of It's the Kid in the Morning, man. Let's hop right into it. Here on It's the Kid in the Morning, we will discuss everything music, everything pop culture, and everything It's the Kid. I'll be posting Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, mostly around 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. Bring you guys the latest music, discussing the biggest topics, and letting you guys into my world. So let's get to it. All right, you guys, so today with the weather, we have a high of 50 degrees, so still pretty chilly, so make sure you guys bundle up. But look on the bright side, it's Friday, the end of the week, we did it. Man, who doesn't love Fridays? So I'll make this short and sweet, so let's hop right into it.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
What you guys have just heard is one of my favorite quotes of all time, and it's something that I try and live by every single day. Because in this life, you have to learn to adapt and become. Water has no shape at all, because whatever vessel you place it into, that is the shape that it takes. And as for life, the same things applies. Because as people, we have no form, only different environments or vessels that we have been placed into. And most of the time, it's not by choice. So instead of being rigid, like stone, where you'll never be able to fit in comfortably, you've got to learn to flow like water. Because water always takes the path of least resistance to fill any space and any gaps where it has been placed. No matter where you go or what position you are put in, you should always be thinking, what gaps can I fill to be an asset to the team and to myself? And as we have just learned, water can either flow or it can crash. So for example, imagine you were placed inside of a new class. By taking this class, it will be imperative to take the path of least resistance and maybe perhaps getting a good rapport with the teacher and getting some work done as soon as you can, so it will help the class flow better. Water is incompressible. If you have 1 cubic foot of water, unless you take some water out of that cubic foot, you will always have 1 foot of water. No matter how much pressure you put on the sides, it will never compress. That's why water has so much power. It can't be compressed because its molecules are so tightly packed together that it leaves no empty space between them. We have got to learn to live like water, as to where what we believe and who we are so tightly packed together that it leaves no room for interpretation. And when the pressures of life are forced upon us by the powers that be, we can remain uncompressed. And even though water in motion has so much power and force, it's important for us to learn how to be still. Because there's an old saying that goes, a full cup requires a steady hand or else it'll spill. Now I must ask, is it the water's fault for spilling because all it knows is the path of least resistance, or is it the hands that's carrying it? And when looking at a body of water, whether it be a pond or a puddle, the only time that you can see yourself in the water is when it is at a resting point and is perfectly still. So in this world, the only way to truly reflect the life that you live is by being still and allowing the ripples of your mind to come to a halt. And the waves of life, they must cease to crash just for a moment, because then you will not only be able to see a clearer picture of who you are, but it allows others to see themselves in you. All right, you guys, that's all I got for this week. So as we get ready to step into the weekend, carry these words with you. Remember to be water, my friend. And until next time, you already know it's the kid. Can't take the kid out. Peace.
But I'm thugging it out, no it's in it and now that my life could be a dream. Trying to figure it out, that's what life is about. I know everything's not what it seems, but I'm thugging it out, no it's in it and now that my life could be a dream. Going and going and going, no other option.